We gotta do something with this hair. Okay. We're gonna wash this hair today. For sure. Because the hair is hairing. What is going on with the Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi tripping. The Wi-Fi tripping. My lips feel dry. There's too much going on now. Let me let y'all know that I'm live. At least. Okay. We're going to wait for a few people to come in, and then we're going to talk about this Lil Nas X. Is it Lil Nas X? What is this? Um, where you going? Where you going, boo boo? Let me see if I can find an article about it. Oh, there is. There is. So the root, I always thought it was the roots. The root, which is a black owned, I guess, kind of entertainment blog, said, is Lil Nas X really about to enter his Christian era? Whether he's truly turned a new leaf for his Lord and Savior or trolling, time will only tell. So Lil Nas X, I got guess, has a new song out, and he was like, I'm entering my Christian era. And we know that Lil Nas X likes to troll the Christians. And it's so funny to me because the Christians feel like they have to come out and defend Jesus or defend God, which makes absolutely no sense. If this boy wants to troll the Christians, you are giving him exactly what he is looking for, and that is attention. If you really want to do something, you cannot watch his music. You can't listen to his music. You can't stream his music. You can't go over there and say, oh, well, let me see what he's doing if you really want to shut this trolling down. That is how you stop a troller from trolling, is you stop giving them attention. As long as his music is being streamed and people are watching him, he will continue to do this because he knows that he's going to make the Christians angry. I don't defend God. I don't, for one thing, I don't think God needs me to defend him. He is so big that he don't need me to defend him. He don't need me to be down here swinging on other people in his behalf. You know, Christians feel like this whole I have to uphold the bloodstained banner. I'm gonna be out here fighting for Jesus, and I got to be out here swinging on anybody that say anything bad about Jesus. That's ridiculous. And Jesus never asked you to do that. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, if someone speaks negatively about me, I want you to throw hands. It doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible. But Christians feel like they have to do that. They have to defend the Bible. They have to defend Jesus. They have to defend God when you don't have to do that. Ignore these people. If this is what Lil Nas X chooses to do with his time on earth, is to make a mockery out of the Bible, allow the Lord to take care of him. We don't have to take care of nobody. We don't have to, we don't have to punish anybody. We don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. What is that right there? I don't think a lot of people realize that. That they can't do nothing about anything that Lil Nas X or anybody else says about God. You can't do anything about it. You can't change people's opinions about how they feel about Christianity. You can't change people's opinions. How someone feels about Christianity or how somebody feels about religion is their opinion, and you can't change it. No matter how upset you get or how much you feel like your opinion is right, or how much you feel like your opinion is the best opinion and Christianity is the best religion for you, you cannot change how another person feels. If they want to practice voodoo, or if they want to be a Satanist or an atheist or whatever, you can't change it. You cannot change that. Hey, Miss Vicky, you at work listening? Okay, well, I'm glad you're listening, sweetie. Um, and I'm kind of speaking about this Lil Nas X situation. And Lil Nas X, to me, is a Christian troller. He loves to make the Christians mad. And if you can get the attention of the Christians, because there's a lot of Christians. The Christian community is huge. Okay? And if you can get the attention of the Christian community, if you can have them listening to your music and talking about you, there's so many different um Christian bloggers and Christian podcasters and all of this kind of stuff. If you can get them, if you can irritate them enough to listen to your music and talk about you, you done did it. You've done it. And Lil Nas X has figured out, if I troll these Christians, they're gonna talk about me. I'm gonna get talked about. So that is his niche. Everybody on social media, all of these rappers, performers, podcasters, YouTubers, vloggers, everybody has a niche. You have to have a niche. And his niche is trolling the Christians, making the Christians mad. You know who the angriest people is on this planet? The Christian. The Christians. If it's something to get mad, the Christians are going to be the maddest. They going to be the maddest. So I'm going to read this article that The Root posted about him. It says, fans who've been starving for new music from Lil Nas X got a big surprise on Wednesday night when the Scoop rapper dropped a teaser for his new, wait for it, Christian song. Posting the video to his personal Twitter, an Instagram account with the caption, "Y'all mind if I enter my Christian era?" The nearly minute and a half song boasted lyrics of feeling lonely and turning to God for help. The song also alluded to him asking his angels to help free him from worry, pity, envy, and these feelings. Father, stretch my hands. The lonely road seems to last the longest. This is how the song begins. Help me with my plans. Everything seems to go nowhere. Oh, free me from worry and wanting pity. Free me from all this envy in me. I don't want these feelings. I don't want these feelings. I call on angels. I'm trying hard to face my pain. Yeah, give me hope when I feel. Give me hope when I feel less. Naturally, the change in direction garnered a swift response from folks online, half of which called out the industry baby for making a mockery of Christianity, likening it to when he twerked on a CGI Satan in his 2021 music video for Montero, "Call Me By Your Name." Others applauded the rapper for going in the direction of his heart and embracing the new era he's going down. However, just because Lil Nas X may be trying on a new sound, specifically from a religion that has traditionally condemned LGBTQ plus people, it doesn't mean that he's straying away from who he is or who he loves. Making Christian music does not mean I can't participate with men anymore. The two are not mutually exclusive. So he went on to say just because he's making Christian music don't mean he's not going to continue to live the same lifestyle that he was living. I am allowed to get on my knees for multiple reasons, he wrote in a tweet shortly after he dropped the video. As they say in the church, make it plain. Lil Nas X made it plain. In a later tweet, he added, "Y'all see everything I do." Close that. "Y'all see everything I do as a gimmick, when reality I'm just an artist expressing myself in different ways. Whether I'm a cowboy, gay, satanic, or now Christian, y'all find a problem. Y'all don't police nobody else art like mine. Y'all hate me because I'm fun, cute, and petite." Of course, we all know by now that the Old Town Road rapper is notorious for trolling and trolling well, and his subsequent post to TikTok seems to further prove that. Only time will tell, though, if his Christian era is here for a good time or a long time. I'm pretty sure Lil Nas X is trolling. I'm pretty sure he's not really gonna be a Christian. Anything that will, nowadays these artists will do anything that will make money. And if trolling the Christians will make this song hit the charts, then he gonna troll the Christians. He gonna troll whoever he have to troll to make this song a hit. The Christians are so easily triggered. Everything triggered them. Everything. And I say them like I'm not a Christian. I am a Christian, but I'm not one of them. I'm not a easily triggered Christian. I'm not out here upholding the bloodstained banner. I'm not one of them Christians. And I'm an old Christian too. You know, I'm one of them Baptist church Christians, but I'm not out here mad at nobody. I don't care how anybody lives their life. I'm not trying to force Christianity down anybody's throat. I don't care how you practice Christian. I don't care what you do with your life. I can care less because I'm too busy out here trying to live my own life. And maybe because I already did that, all of that's, like hardcore Christianity, I already did that. I'm in my soft core Christianity era right now. I ain't doing that no more. I've been there. Been there and done that. You know, to the point where I would look at prostitutes and pray for their soul, would see people, and in my mind, I'm calling him a sinner. Would see a woman with a short skirt on and, revealing clothes. And in my mind, I'm, calling her a Jezebel. And, I've been there. I've been there. Shouting and, running through the church and foaming at the mouth and speaking in tongues. I done did all that. Been there, done that. And I'm just not there anymore. And you know what the crazy thing is? When you are there, you are so judgmental. Judgmental. When you are there, when you one of them holding up the bloodstained banner Christians, you are so judgmental. You're always looking at what somebody else can do, and in your mind, oh, they ain't going to heaven. Oh, ain't no way she going to heaven. Oh, look at her. Christians are some of the most judgmental people in this world. The most judgmental people in this world. And we grow up like that. It's like the church indoctrinates you. I don't even know if I said that word right. Indoctrinates? I think so. You into being judgmental. You just grow up with that. You're basically taught that judgment. You're taught that if people don't act like you or do things a certain way, they're automatically going to hell. You are taught that. So you grow up with that mentality. You can't have no other mentality because that's what you've been taught. Gizmo, will you stop going to that door? You are freaking me out because it ain't nobody here but me and you. Stop doing that. I'm about to hurt this dog. Y'all, my husband is in LA. And I got the house, is me and Gizmo. Well, my cousin is staying here with me at night. So I'm not alone. So you ain't gonna come in here on me because my cousin here and he'll shoot you. Um, but normally if somebody here in the house, my husband is here during the day until he go to work. So now it's just me and Gizmo because everybody went to LA for a funeral. And I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but they are telling people not to board your animals right now because there is a sickness going around that dogs are catching. And they're telling people not to let your dogs go to the dog park right now. I don't know if it's here in California yet, but it is in some other states. So they are asking you, if you don't have to board your dog, don't board your dog because your dog could catch this sickness from other dogs. And the symptoms seem like COVID. for dogs. Like the dogs are coughing and having like upper respiratory issues. And I think a couple of dogs have passed away from it. So they're telling you if you don't have to board your animal, your dog, don't board your dog. So I didn't want to board Gizmo. I definitely didn't want to board him. And Gizmo is a senior dog. You know, he's an older dog. And so I definitely didn't want to board him. And my husband they drove up to LA and they'll be back in a couple of days. As a matter of fact, the funeral is right now as we speak. It started at 11. So I think they'll be back Sunday. They left 2 o'clock this morning. They got to LA about 8, um, 7 something, 8 o'clock. So they'll be back Sunday. And the house is so quiet. And Gizmo keeps looking for my husband. You know, he just don't understand why his daddy is not here. He keeps going to the man cave. He's not in there. He'll run to the guest bathroom because those are the places that normally my husband is either in the man cave, the guest bathroom, or the kitchen. And Gizmo is just making a circle in the house looking for him. And he just keeps running to the door looking for him. And I'm like, he's not here, sweetheart. He's not here. And I feel so bad for him because he keeps looking for him. And I can't explain to him that he's not here. So every time he hears a noise in the house, he'll run to the bedroom door. And every time he does that, it freaks me out. Even though I know that the alarm is on the house. If any doors or windows open, the chime will go off. Like if the front door opens, the chime will say front door. The windows open, whatever, the chime will tell me what window opened, the upstairs, because we have two patio doors upstairs. It'll alert me if any of those doors open, the back door open, what the garage door, whatever. So, you know, in that sense, I feel safe. But every time he get up and run to the door, it do freak me out because I'm like, ugh. But I'm scary anyway. Yeah, I'm not taking Gizmo is not walking on the sidewalk. He's not going outside. He is staying in our backyard. He don't really like to walk outside anyway. So I just let him go out in the backyard and run around as often as he wants to, which he goes out a lot. And he's not one of them type of dogs that, you know, just go out in the backyard and just, you know, lay out in the sun. When he's outside, he's, you know, he's running around and, you know, sniffing. He's real active. So I'm like, I don't have to walk him because it's a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. Everybody in this neighborhood got a dog. The next door, both of my neighbors, they have a dog, and it's a lot of people that walk their dogs up and down the street every day. This is a very quiet neighborhood. Like everybody around here got a dog. And you know, your dog is walking where other dogs then walked and peed and pooped, and you know, they're coming in contact with other dogs and stuff. And yeah, I don't want that either. So we just keeping I'm keeping him in the house. That's my stomach. Okay, so we figured out what it was that was making me sick. It was the blood pressure medicine that I was taking. It had one of the side effects was nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. And the doctor said Usually after about 2 weeks, it will wear off. Who want to be sick for 2 weeks? Who? I'm not about to be up here throwing up and having diarrhea for 2 weeks. Are you crazy? So they took me off of that blood pressure medicine. I was taking two anyway. They were trying to get me my body used to taking two medicines. I have gotten to the point where my body is very medicine sensitive. I'm very sensitive to medication. So I stopped taking the blood pressure medicine. Now I'm down to one. They're trying to see how my body reacts to this one. So I took it last night and I seem to be okay today. I stopped taking the other one because I couldn't even leave the house because I was scared I was going to poop. And the doctor was saying, well, after about 2 weeks, so I'm supposed to live in fear of leaving the house for 2 weeks. I'm supposed to be throwing up and can on and feeling sick for two. Girl, you got me messed up. You must think you talking to somebody that's stupid. I'm not gonna be sitting around this house clenching the toilet for 2 weeks. No, sweetheart, that's not how we live. I got a brand new car. I got to be out here in these streets. Okay? I'm not gonna be sitting here holding on to no toilet for 2 weeks, girl. I just got a new car. I want to be ripping and running these streets. Yeah, girl, I would be dehydrated because I didn't have an appetite at all while all this was going on. It was going on for like 3 days. I ain't had now appetite, lost like 4 pounds. And I was forcing myself to drink. I was like, I done put myself on the brat diet and everything. Trying to keep something in my body because every time I ate something, it just came out. I'm gonna start drinking that beet uh, juice. So there is, if you don't want to juice beets every day, there is a beet powder, and you can make your own juice. And you add a little bit of honey, and you can add like a little bit of orange juice or some other kind of juice to it to cut that earthy flavor, because beets taste like dirt. But I'm gonna go find that beet powder and start drinking the beet juice every morning. My mama used to drink uh what was that stuff she used to drink? Um Cherry juice. Tart cherry juice. She used to drink a shot glass full of that every night before bed for her blood pressure. And I don't know if I had too much candy yesterday before I went to bed. I like them little gummy fruit things. I don't know if I ate too many of those or the blood pressure medicine made me have restless leg a little bit. Or I just had anxiety and stuff last night because my husband left last night. I don't know. Maybe I was just anxious. It was just too much going on last night. Like I didn't sleep well. They didn't leave until 2 o'clock this morning. And my husband's cousin came over because he drove down with them. So it was two cars of them that went. My husband's sister, my sister-in-law, she went, and my mother and father-in-law. So the house was busy. You know, everybody was up. My mother-in-law was fixing food and stuff. My mother, bless her heart. My mother-in-law, they went to LA. My mother-in-law had water, flavored water. She had stuff to make sandwiches with the condiments. She had pears, grapes, oranges, bananas, cookies, chips, just to go to LA. She was like, I don't want nobody to be hungry. I was like, they're not going to be hungry, mama. I mean, my mother-in-law was prepared. Do you hear me? She had everything. So, it took everybody a minute to, um, get everything. They rented a car. So they had to like put everything in the car and get everything ready. And I don't know, I guess I was just anxious and I just couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't even go to sleep until like 4 o'clock this morning. And then my husband had texted me, and it was like his sister was driving too fast. And my husband don't trust nobody driving, but he had just got off work and he was tired. He didn't really want to drive up there. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he gonna drive home because he don't like other people driving. Honey, mama was ready. Do you hear me? Mama was Mama wasn't playing. Mama packed like they was going to Louisiana. They just went to LA. Mama had everything. But that's how black mothers are though. Mama had different flavor waters. She had regular water. She took a cooler. She had all this stuff packed in a cooler. Mama was ready. Okay? Mama had it all. Because she went to grocery outlet and when she got home, she said, I went and bought some snacks. Cause I didn't want people 2 o'clock in the morning. What is y'all eating at 2 o'clock in the morning? Y'all ain't gonna eat nothing. I know my husband didn't eat nothing at no 2 o'clock in the morning. Cause he said he slept the majority of the way up there. Honey, mama had packed it all. Mama not only had stuff for sandwiches, she had all the condiments and everything. Mama said, my family ain't gonna sit up in here and eat no dry ass sandwiches. I got the condiments and everything. She had all kind of flavored water. Shit. Mama had it packed. Okay? Mama said, my family ain't gonna be hungry. So they made it up there safe. And it was my husband's aunt lost her husband. And I think they've been married like 50 years, 50 some years. So my mother and father-in-law next month, now this month is December, right after our anniversary. So our anniversary is December 13th, and we will be celebrating 10 years. And my mother and father-in-law's anniversary is the next day, which is December 14th, and they will be celebrating 60 years of marriage. 60 years. They've been married longer than I've been on this earth. I'll be 60 next year. 60 years with the same person, and they never been separated. This is the first time me and my husband, since we've been married, this is the first time, other than when I was in the hospital, and I don't think that kind of stuff counts, but this is the first time that we have not slept together. This is the first time since me and my husband have been, since we've been married, that we have been in different places. I was finna say we've been in different states, but he's still in California. He just in Los Angeles. But this is the first time that he's been this far away from me since we've been married. This is his first trip without me. Because all of the other times that he went to LA, I went with him. But we couldn't leave Gizmo. Yeah, eating out is expensive, but was they really going to eat out at 2 o'clock in the morning, though? Because he said they only stopped to go to the bathroom. So I'm pretty sure they only stopped at like the gas station or something. 2 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to eat. They left here at 2 a.m. So they wasn't going to eat out. They didn't need all that stuff to go to LA, child. That's old school for sure. They said Rosalind Carter started making sandwiches on a plane once after her. That's old school. That is old school for real. Girl, I will be 60 next year. Next year, that's it. I will be leaving the 50s behind. I will be leaving them. Yeah, my mother and father-in-law, I am so happy for them. 60 years? 60 years. But you know, they got married back when men was marrying women. You know what I mean? When black men valued black women, when they loved black women, that deep love. They had that deep love for black women. That's when they got married. You know, when we were still really close to each other, now there seems to be a disconnect with black people. It's like we don't have that love for each other that we used to have. When we were struggling, when black people were struggling, we loved each other. When we got up on our feet and got a little bit of money, well, I don't need you. The hell I need you for? The whole black relationship has turned. Like we ain't got to worry about our enemies turning on each other. We got to worry about our own now. Because I expect everybody else to want to fight me. I expect that from them. But when I start looking at my own people and I have to side eye you and be scared when I'm around you, that's another story. Because see, that's not how my in-laws, that's not how they grew up. They grew up helping each other, loving each other, black men taking care of black women. That's how they grew. We didn't grow up like that. We grew up now looking at our own people with a side eye like, oh, I don't trust her. Or, oh, she better not come over here. We don't have those same feelings for each other that we used to. We don't. is totally different. You don't see a whole lot of people that have been married for 60 years. Honey, that's a my in-laws is dinosaurs. They dinosaurs. Because you don't see that. You don't see that. Oh, Meredith said, right, I got more white men trying to marry me than black men. That kind of scares me too though. Because I'm just like, I be looking at TikTok and all these white men be on here now pandering to black women and oh yeah, I like the black woman. The black woman is this, the black woman is that. I don't know that mm, that makes me nervous. It does. I just I just don't have that kind of trust in them yet. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. It just seems weird to me. And when I see them on social media talking about how the black woman is queen, yes, my queen, and all of this kind of, I don't know. It just, for some reason, it just, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong as two left shoes. I could. But it just don't sit right in my spirit. Maybe my spirit is different. Maybe my spirit is different. It just don't sit right in my spirit. And it'll never be for me. Never. I don't care if it ain't no black men on this planet. If every black man on this planet was wiped out, I still wouldn't be with white. I wouldn't. And y'all can get mad at me and throw rocks at me. Just like you say, everybody ought to be able to have what they want to have. If that's what you want, you should be able to have it. This is my opinion, and I'm going to have it. If something was to happen to every black man on this planet, I would be by myself. I feel it's a fetish too. I've never trusted it, Miss Vicky. I feel like it's a fetish. I do. It just don't. They just when I see them, especially on TikTok, when I see them making these videos, oh the black woman, oh queen, and just it seems like they're trying to say everything that we want to hear. And I think it's because the black woman is, going through this transition right now of being kind of dogged out by the black man. The white man sees that, oh, well, her own men are dogging her. Let me come in and get her and dust her off and take her home. And then I can treat her any kind of way I want to treat her. Well, your own men don't want you. I brought you in when didn't nobody else want you. Not me. I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather turn into the 50 cat lady before I get, because I'm in the back of my mind, it's going to be in the back of my mind. He is eventually going to say something to me that I don't like. And then he's going to swear, oh, I didn't know that was hurtful. I can't do it. I cannot do it. White men treat me like a goddess. I had a white man cook for me, bathe me, massage me, take me out on 3 dates to expensive restaurants in the same day. Well, I'm happy for you, sweetie. I'm happy for you. It just couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Because those are not the things that impress me anyway. Taking me out to expensive restaurants, that don't impress me because I can do that for myself. And that I've done that. That has happened to me. So those things don't impress me. Cars, money, houses, that shit don't impress me. It's how you treat me, how you talk to me, how we vibe. Do we get along? Those are the things that impress me. How do you get along with your family? You know, are you going to assimilate me into your family? Do you have children? If you have children, how do you get along with your children? Those are the things that impress me. Do you read? Money don't impress me because I have money. I can take my own self out to a restaurant. So I don't really care about you taking me out to fancy restaurants. I'm not the fancy restaurant type girl anyway. I can be just as happy at McDonald's if the company is right as I am at Ruth Chris. Just as happy. And I've been to fancy restaurants. And a lot of men that take you to fancy restaurants, that's all they got. They don't have nothing else. They're not deep. Their pockets be deep, but they're not mentally or spiritually deep. So they throw money at you. I dated a white guy for years. One of my best relationships. He taught me a lot of stuff. I did the same for him, and he died. I miss my baby. He used to talk to me all night long. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just never. I mean, everybody has their preference. That's just never been mine. I can say in the 59 years that I have been on this planet, I have never dated anybody white. And I didn't got this far. And I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna happen. Not now. Yeah, I'm not saying all are a fetish. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. If you want to date whoever you want to date, do it. I'm saying for me, it's a no. I'm just not attracted. I am thoroughly attracted to black men. I've always been attracted to black men. I was with so many black men that was very abusive. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that only black men are the only men that are abusive. Those were the men that you picked. So you can't, throw that out there that only black men are abusive. Men and women in all races can be abusive. I never dated white, and my father is white. Oh, that's interesting. Because don't they say usually women are attracted to men that are like their fathers? I've heard that a lot. I'll date any race of man, a men, as long as they treat me right. See, I won't. That's just me. I'm just, not into for myself. I'm not into interracial dating. And my kids have only basically only interracially date. So, my family is mixed. My grandkids, all my grandkids, except for one, is mixed. But it's just not for me. Gizmo, no one's out there, Poochie. Lay down. He went back to the door looking for his daddy again. I'm going to have to open the door and let him go out there. You want to go see? You want to go see that there's nobody out there? If I let you go see her, you going to be okay? Or you want to go outside? You got to go pee? Come on, y'all. We may have to take a field trip. He got to go to the bathroom. You got to go to the bathroom? Go on. It's getting cold out here. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I hope I didn't lose it. We'll sit out here for a little while until he used the bathroom. I left my glasses. I can't see y'all. Meredith said, I don't want no man like my dad. He's atrocious. I didn't know he got married. Hey, Natalie. Luxembourg, Europe. Oh, hey. I left my glasses in the house. I just brought Gizmo outside to use the bathroom. So for people who don't know who Gizmo is, Gizmo's my dog. Come here, Gizmo. Come here so they can see you. Come here. This is Gizmo. Say hi, Poochie. So I just brought him outside so he could go pee. Go on. Go pee pee. Go use the bathroom so we can go back in the house. Because it's not warm out here. I mean, it's not cold, but I think it's in the 60s. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. What's the weather like in y'all area? Yeah, he hecka fluffy. He's super fluffy. He needs to be... I'm a horrible pet mom. He needs to be brushed, but I can't find his brush. I've been looking everywhere for that dog brush, and I do not want to go to the pet store and buy another brush. And I know he has a brush. If I know Gizmo, he probably didn't put that brush somewhere where I can't find it because he don't like to be brushed. But he needs to be brushed out. He actually need a bath. But I need to brush him. And when I brush him, he fluff out even more. He looks super fluffy when I brush him. He ain't been brushed in a minute. Don't get up there. It's cool. I'm in Orange County, California. Oh, okay. My husband is, where they at? Inglewood? Yeah. I think that's where they're at. I think they're in Inglewood. Gizmo bad. Your house is so clean and pretty. You got the bag. Ah, girl, we ain't got no bag. We don't have no bag. We living with our in-laws. We staying with our in-laws right now. We were in the process of buying a house, and then we had to end up buying that car. So we're going to at least pay down this loan on this car, and then we'll start back to looking for a house. But our in-laws don't care about us staying here. This is a 5-bedroom house, and everybody got their own space. It's a big house, and it's enough room for all of us. And our in-laws really enjoy us here with them. And, we helping them out financially also. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's a beautiful house. Everything is beautiful in California. I'm going to rep my city. Everything is beautiful in California. And we live on the bay. So it don't get no more pretty than this. This is one of the premium areas in the Bay Area. We're in the Bay Area. So one thing I want to do is every year I love going to the Golden Gate Bridge and just taking pictures and stuff. And we haven't went this year. So I do. Have we crossed the Golden Gate Bridge this year? If we did, it was earlier in the year. We've crossed the Bay Bridge a cajillion times, but not the Golden Gate Bridge. So I do want to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and take some pictures over there and stuff. There's a area that you can go to. It's near the Army base. I forgot what fort. It's something. But if you drive there, you get some great pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge. I have some, I think on my Instagram. I have some somewhere, but I want to take some more. So I might ask my husband to do that. We may do that next weekend because he's not, I don't think he'll be back until Sunday. So I'll be here by myself. Well, my cousin will be here. My husband's cousin will be here until they get back. It's cold and rainy in Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola. I want to visit Florida. Florida looks as beautiful to me as California. It's just hotter in Florida than it is California because you guys have humidity. We don't have that here. Like it, if it's hot, it's just hot. But with us staying so close to the water, we get a constant bay breeze where it may be in the hundreds inland. Because we're so close to the water, it may only be like 80 degrees here or 90 degrees, where it's 100 degrees in other places in the Bay Area. Because I'm going to show y'all how close we are to the water. See right there, that's the bay right there. And we get a nice little breeze off the bay constantly. The water is so calm today. But the water, the bay stays pretty calm though. You got to get out farther into the ocean for the water to, you know, get to really churn it. But in this area right here, in this little outlet right here, the water stays pretty calm because this is where the bay shuttle runs from Vallejo and other places to San Francisco. So this water stays pretty calm. Or I don't think they would have a shuttle going through here. And you know, I thought that was that squirrel. I've never taken the shuttle, that water thing to San Francisco. I really want, because I used to get motion sick when I was young. And I don't know if I still do. Like, I want to ride it and see if I still get motion sick. But I'm scared I'm going to get motion sick and throw up and stuff in front of people. So I don't want to do it. Oh, yeah. I couldn't do the creatures in Florida either. All of them lizards and gators and flying roaches. Because my mother lived in Florida for a little while. She said, yeah, they got flying roaches and everything out there. I couldn't deal with that. I was sitting at the ocean channeling, and the waters are so angry. The waters are always calm over here. The water over here is so calm, and I love it. I don't like angry water. I'm scared of the ocean. You know how they say you supposed to have a high respect for that. Like, I respect her. I have a major fear of the I don't want to drown. And they say children of Oshun, children of Yemaya, children of Olokun, don't play with the water. Do not play with the water. You should know not to play with the water. And I do. I don't play with the water. Even though they say we have a certain protection from the water, like Oshun is going to protect her kids. I don't care. I'm not even going to put her in that position to protect me. I'm not getting in that water like that. I can't even swim. I can't swim. I have never had that type of love for the water. Even to the point where I don't want to swim. Never wanted to. I love being around the water. I like, going to the beach and that kind of stuff, but swimming is not my thing. I have a major respect for the ocean. Major respect. I will do my rituals and cleansings and all of that kind of stuff, but you're not going to catch me out here tempting the ocean, going out into deep water. Like, I saw this one video where it was a hurricane coming, and I'm not really sure where this woman was, but she was doing van life, and she was out in an area that had a tornado or hurricane warning. Tornado or hurricane, one of them. Tornado, I think. Hurricane. One of them, but she had got a warning on her phone. And you know what she decided to do? Go to the beach and jump in the water. By herself. And the ocean was so violent. Nobody else was on the beach. Did you see that bee just fly by here? Nobody else was out there. She out there by herself, swimming in that volatile water. See, that's the kind of stuff I don't play with. I would never do anything like that. And of course, she was filming it. I'm like, this woman could have filmed her death. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Oshun, yeah, it is said that Oshun and Yemiyan or Lokun will protect their children from the water, but I don't want to tempt that. Especially when you know better, you do better. You know better. You know we not supposed to be out here playing with the water anyway, because if you are a child of any water Orisha, you are supposed to know better. Because you are supposed, if don't nobody else know, you're supposed to know the power of that water. So you ain't supposed to take your ass out there. So I'm not gonna push it. Years ago, I had a dream my cousin was drowning. Me and a mermaid swimmer up to me and said, shh. Then I started breathing underwater. Tamat is my mother, and she healed my fear of water. Yeah, nobody has healed my fear of water. And that's one fear I don't want to heal to a certain degree. I want to have that respect for water. Now, I was thinking about, taking swimming lessons and stuff, but even if I swim, it's going to be in like a pool, a regular swimming pool. Like, I'm not going to push the ocean. I go to the beach and stuff. I would get in the water at the beach, but I'm not going out into no like deep water. I would never get in a submarine or go deep sea fishing. Like, I'm even leery about going on cruises. That's too much water for me. I just don't want to be out there in all that water. It's just, and I've never had a reading to where I should be careful around water or stay out. I've never had, like, that's never come up in a reading for me. Some people, do get those warnings to stay away from water, be careful, around water or whatever. Like, I've never had a reading like that, but I am very careful around water. I'm, really careful around that. I wanted to make sure that all my grandkids could swim. They all can swim. They've all had swim lessons and they can swim. I just can't. My kids can swim. My husband can swim. He tried to teach me, but shit, I was like, I ain't going to do all that. Oh, you a Cancer? And see, I'm a Leo. And most cats don't like water. I've always said that that's one thing. I'm a true Leo. Cats don't be out here messing with water like that. I ain't never had a cat that liked to take a bath or liked any part of the water. So I'm a true Leo. Gizmo, Gizmo, come on, buddy. Because I know you over there looking for that other dog. Come on, we got to go in the house. We ain't been out here long enough. Now close the door. Go on. Don't y'all be looking at my bed, because I ain't make my bed up. Did you have fun? Huh? You have fun? I brought my stuff in out the garage to put up my Christmas tree. I'm gonna try to do that before my husband get back. So when he get back, he can be like, "Oh, you put up the Christmas tree." I probably do that today after I take me a nap. Miss Vicky said, "I'm a Pisces and don't mess with the ocean. I love to be around water, but the ocean is a powerful force I respect." Girl, I don't play with the ocean. And I do too. I love being around water. I love going to restaurants that have an ocean view. I love that. I love staying at hotels that have nice ocean views. But getting in the water and swimming, boating, fishing, I don't want to do none of that. None of it. That's not my thing. So that's it, y'all. I think I'm gonna rest for a little while because I didn't really fall asleep until probably like 4 o'clock this morning. And then my husband woke me up at like 8 o'clock to tell me that they had made it. And then Gizmo wanted to go out at 8 o'clock to use the bathroom. And when you get up to let your dog out to use the bathroom and you have to walk to the door, stand there, wait for them to come back. When you lay back down, you can't go back to sleep. So I've been up since 8 this morning. So I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. And it's not 4 hours of good sleep. It didn't seem like it was 4 hours of deep sleep. It was like 4 hours of like surface sleep. You sleep different when your husband not at home. When my husband is here, I feel, protected. It hit different when your husband not home at night. It hit totally different. Especially when you like used to your husband being here. When your husband is not at home, you just don't have that same feeling. So I'm probably going to take a nap or try to take a nap. Because I've been having this like going through this phase where I haven't really been taking naps during the day. We go through so many phases in life. So I might talk to y'all later. I don't know. I love drawing my signals in the sand under deep water. I want to go scuba diving so bad and skydiving. Girl, get your life. Because neither one of those are things that I would ever want to do. Have fun, girl. Some people like to, take risks and stuff. I'm not a risk taker. I've never been. You should make a trip to Europe. It's beautiful. Lots of interesting places. I love Paris, for example. It's just gorgeous. I heard people be saying Paris stink. Does Paris stink? And it's not like I just heard it from one person. I've heard it from a few people that say Paris has a strange odor. Paris stinks. I know from what I've seen, It looks beautiful. But this is not the right time of year to visit Europe, is it? Isn't it cold this time of year? Cause I don't like to. I don't want to go somewhere and it's cold. Don't y'all get a lot of rain? You know, everywhere get a lot of rain compared to California. Cause we don't get no rain here. I was the other day I was driving down the street and I was like, the seasons have slightly changed. You can see that the of course the leaves are falling from the trees, but a lot of the trees in California still stay green. Like they don't change to like fall colors. Some of them do. We get some that have the leaves have changed to, the reds and the browns and stuff. But California stays pretty much green all year. And I don't know how, because we don't get no rain. It rained for maybe 2 hours the other day, the other night. And when we woke up the next day, the sun was shining. Now, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And it looked like we may get a little bit of rain. It's a 45% chance. So that means it'll probably rain for 1 hour. And that's it. We don't get much rain. But it stays pretty here all year. Yeah, I was not even my husband was saying that he wouldn't mind taking a trip to Europe. Because I think that's one of the places that he didn't go when he was in the military. He did go to Germany, but not Paris. So that may be on our list. I'm not one of those people that like to travel a lot though. I'm I'm a homebody. I love California, and I really don't have to travel outside of California. To be honest, some people like to travel. I'm just not one of those people. I love to be at home. This phone is so dirty. All right, y'all. I'm finna get up off of here and take me a rest for a little while, and maybe a nap will come find me. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for uh chit chatting with me today. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. Check out my shorts and the other videos that I have posted this week, because this is a variety channel. You're going to get some vlogs, you're going to get some commentary, you're going to get some reactions. You're going to get whatever I give you. Okay? So, hopefully you understand that I'm not 20. I am in my 50s. My commentary is going to be, and my opinion is going to be different from somebody in their 20s. So keep that in your mind that, it's coming from a different place. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Bye.